loving companions, St. Bernard tops the list for heaviest dog breeds. They typically weigh between 140 and 180 pounds, though some individuals can reach up to 220 pounds. The heaviest St. Bernard ever recorded weighed a colossal 357 pounds.
So we're pulling up now to get the next victim. We'll see how bad this goes. We might be able to fix this one. It's been sitting for a while. Let me see, the house guests been eating. Yeah, they've been eating the Culvers. Yeah. Well, I don't blame them. That's good.
Tearing up my seat.
Hopefully they left for the day. We're gonna have to hook up to it, drag it up over this hill, and then give her a push start because the starter's out. It's working so far. Dragging them back out of the mud. They've been living large.
They had a whole box.
A whole box of granola bars. They've been living well. Well, at least they found all your insulation.
They eat my brakes.
They've been eating the brakes. Oh wow. Well, we hooked it and drug it. We got her drug out here to a hill area so I can kind of give her a push start, but we can't push start it without any kind of power. It won't spark. So we're sparkulating it right now. We put a new alternator on it, right?
Yeah.
So once it goes, it should charge up. And that's a good battery.
Yep.
Alrighty. Did you send them an eviction notice? You got to go to court. That's gross.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's no one living in there right now.
Yeah, I'm at the punching bed.
You got them. Yeah. Oof, oof. At least the wind's blowing this way.
That's a good hat. I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah. Well, that's not too bad. We can vacuum it out at the house. My only real concern would be, did they get to the wires?
Everything's beeping.
Yeah.
Cluster lights up.
For some reason, they like those wires. I heard that they made the coating on the wires back in the day out of some kind of corn product, so that's why they like to chew on it. All right, let's give this thing a whirl, see if we can push her. Is she done beeping or still beeping, or is it? Okay, good. Oh, we're gonna lose all that stuff on the hood. All right, let me get you going fast. Uh-oh. So plan A, B, and 7 did not work to get that thing started. So we're going with plan Q. I gotta get backed up, face the Mustang, put the cables on it. We're gonna jack it up, bang on the starter, and see if we can start it that way. Gee, if our bumper's lined up, that ain't gonna happen. All that happened from pushing it with the Saturn?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I noticed it after like the second or third time.
You know, the Saturn doesn't have any damage on it.
Yeah. The Saturn's a beast.
The Saturn's a badass. Alright, we're back on the cables. We got the starter switch. And now we gotta lift her up in the air. Always put a block under a tire before you jack it up. Wait till you see what we're gonna do to the Monte Carlo.
Yeah?
Yeah, we got plans.
I'm excited.
You need some tires. Take that up a couple more if you can. It sounds like me getting out of bed in the morning. Sounds like my back. Okay, the wheels are Let me see if I can find it from underneath here. I see wires.
That's a good sign.
Okay, there's something.
Is it circular and shiny?
Kind of. I don't want to hit it and make it turn over because
you want
it's
me to
in
take it out of gear?
No, because I don't want it to roll on me.
Okay.
I need something other than the hammer, I think.
All right.
Well, I'm hitting it. Wait a minute. We'll try this a couple more times like this. Crawl out. Ah, there goes my hat. Great. This is about. That's a cool hat. All right. I did get a bang on it.
Okay.
Let's see what we got.
Down.
No, leave her up because I probably gotta get under her and bang some more. I'm sure one ain't gonna do nothing. Nuts. All right, here we go again. Okay, banging attempt number 3. Fire that thing up. Ooh, all right, that's good. That's a good sign. It's turning. So the starter's engaging. We just don't have any battery. Try her again. At least we got the starter to engage. So as long as we get enough of that into that, it should start. Okay, one more try. You still got battery in there though, right?
Yes.
All right, I think I'll hook up to you and just drag you down the driveway.
Okay.
All right. Oh, my hands are slippery. Oh, there you go. You're down. You made it. I'm glad my foot wasn't under there. Fords. You all right?
I was just curious.
Did you find him?
I was just curious, so I was looking, and
Ah! Holy camole. Is that a corpse?
I think, yeah. Oh, I chewed up my registration? Oh. Oh, no, it's just a receipt. Okay. What a dick.
Wow, they got all your insulation. It looks like
From
they brought
where?
some in from the house.
Where did they get it from? I don't understand.
Wow. I'd be creeped out to ride in this thing.
Yeah.
It's a mouse mobile. All right, here we go. This is definitely not recommended. So, okay, we got a good hook here. It's just a little car. I ain't pulling him far. Let's make sure he's hooked in the frame again real good. Yep. I see it. It's up against something here that's keeping it from going straight. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't ruin the exhaust. I think it'll be okay. All right, here we go. We have runnage. All right, she's running. That's good. We're seeing every light. I don't know what is that? Is that a battery light? Check engine light. We're idling nice. What is that light right there? What does it mean? I don't have my glasses. It looks like an X through a box of something or another. No cereal. Maybe that's the light that means that. This means there's none of that left. Chevy starter's here. And it's a heavy beast. And there's one bolt there. And there's one bolt there. There's oil on these bolts. That makes me upset. So there's 2 bolts. And then this starter just comes down like that. And Ford decided not to do that. You'll see. So yeah, it's got tape on it. Did I worked on this?
Yeah.
Apparently.
I did
It's all taped up.
whole tune-up, replace all spark plugs, and replace this.
Yeah, let's pull that filter out and see if the little wombats have been in there eating on it.
You ain't paid me rent or nothing.
I'm gonna fire up the compressor and then we can start.
I'm gonna start taking stuff apart.
We have to pull this out too, right?
I believe so, yeah.
I almost want to get underneath there and try that starter again like we were doing it before.
Try and get to it?
Without pulling the engine up.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Or even like if we can fabricate and like bust through a wall or do like cut out the floorboard on the passenger side, I don't care.
Well, that would be fun, but we can't because the bolts are going this way, not that way. So Ford, in their wisdom, put a motor mount in the way of getting to the starter because the starter bolts go this way instead of this way like a Chevy. So I have to get this AC compressor off, and there's a bolt there, 10 millimeter, bolt there, 10 millimeter, they're real long. And then there's one here, but this is in the way of getting to this. I already pulled the wire loose to get it out of the way, but now we're going to see if this compressor will come off. The most gigantic piece of monkey garbage. This has to be the worst starter ever to change. We took that off. Did that give us more room when we took that off or no?
A little bit. I got this on there.
You got it under?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's just the extension in the socket though.
Alright, well, can you get a ratchet on it or no?
I can try.
I gotta find one.
Somewhere.
Oh, you want that? We need that little 3 or the 1/4 inch one. You got it?
Yeah.
I'm about to lose my garbage here. I'm about to lose my. We right now are rolling with adapters, extensions, swivels, flexi bendies. Well, something's happened. He's been down there and he got some leverage and he turned it and stuff exploded. It's loose? Are you kidding me? It's coming out? You're lying to me.
Yes! Yes, it is. The starter is loose.
Nice. I'll let you beat it up with a sledgehammer.
I'm gonna.
Oh, no, wait a minute. It's got to go back for a core.
Oh, damn it. Well, we just told him that's why it stopped working.
That bolt, we can take our vengeance out on it.
Oh, yeah.
You're not gonna back yourself into a corner with that wrench, are you?
No. So stupid.
So this is the stupidest starter I've ever changed in my life. And it's this one here because it goes in this way. And there's a whole car in the way to try and get to that. But the man did it. This one we got to. This one you can actually see and get to.
That was alright.
And then this one ends up at like 11 o'clock. I'll put a link in the description for the guy who showed us how to do it, and we followed his technique. It took a while, but we got it. Ended up going with 1/4 inch drive stuff because
1/4 inch drive, 6 inch extension, 13mm socket.
There you go. 13mm socket, 1/4" drive, 6" extension, and then and we needed to use the jack handle for the little bottle jack for leverage. So
I threw it in excitement. I don't know where it went.
It went flying when you broke it loose. Okay, well, everything went flying and it broke loose, and finally, it's only been 3 days, 36 hours, 24 minutes, and 82 weeks, and we got that piece of out of there. That's good.
Yeah, that bottom bar that runs across the length of the car, it has to come out. That way you can get leverage on that 1/4" ratchet, because without that bar being removed, you can't get anything on it, and it's a more confined space, and it won't go. So that needs to come out.
Probably also in the way for the starter to come out.
Yes, yes, it is.
I think there's no room. We'll look at it once we put it back in there and see it. I don't see how the starter would come out with that thing in there.
I remember looking at it with that bar on there, and I was like, there's no way it's coming out, but it just kind of fell out in my hands once I finally got that bolt off.
We only broke 2 bolts.
Yeah, 10mm on there.
But there's 2 10mm bolts, and then there's a couple of 13s, or whatever.
There were 13s.
Then there's 13s also. There's probably about 12 bolts of 3 different sizes. There's no place. We were going to lift the engine, because that was the other thing, was you could pull the air conditioner whirligig spinny and lift this side of the engine and get that motor mount out. Then you had access to everything. But the motor mount, I want to look at that before we put that starter back in.
Yeah.
Looks like it goes up over
the starter. Up here is part of the motor mount that we have to take out to get to the starter bolts, which are back here. But the starter sits here. You can't get to this bolt to take this motor mount out to get to these bolts to take the starter out. It's a catch 74. So yeah, because you'd take that bolt out there, and then there's 2 in the front, and then there's this one, but this one's under the starter, so you can't get to it. So that's a lie. If someone tells you on interwebs that you can do that, it's a lie. You got to go this way. So the starters here, we went with a 6" 1/4" drive. Well, I'll show you. I'll give you a link to the guy who showed us how to do it. Oh, we got the starter hooked up. He got the starter hooked up because I'm such a little woman that I can't crawl underneath cars anymore, because I have BPPV, which sounds like something a dog would get, but it's not. And I'm having a rough go with it right now. So I'm doing the simple stuff, and I found out that his battery cable, positive cable going down to the starter, is corroded. And if you see corrosion on the battery up here, and you see corrosion on that cable, well, it's corroded all the way through, I guarantee it. And we opened it up, and yep, it's corroded all the way through. So the best thing to do is change it, which we're not going to do. Especially now would be the perfect time to change it. We're not changing it, because that would be hard. And we're going to take the easy way out, because it still started. We had it turned. We turned it over so we know that the battery's connected, or the starter's connected right. The battery's connected up. It did arc off of here one time, so this one wire was loose. We redid that with this, and we're good. Not positive. I always like to. This for some reason is not right, but at least I got a cover on it so that it doesn't bounce, because this isn't locked in really good. We don't want it bouncing off anything and causing an explosion. As much as I'd like to see this car on fire. So we went through, and what a wreck. Ford does this on purpose, I guarantee it. There's no doubt in my mind. So we got this zip tied, and that is the best fix right there for that. This was I had to rethread that. This I had to rethread. That needed oil. That was bad. This was pulled. Anyhow, we changed the starter. It only took us 4 days, 2 of us, and cost me a trip to the ER. So even, did I work on this before? That looks like my work. Yeah, but you know what? It's a nice car. It gets him around. It's quick as whip. This thing really flies. 96 Ford GT.
changing that starter is a nightmare. We don't even know if it's going to run. We haven't started it since, but we've got the battery charged, put back in. We've got all this stuff back together. Technically, you're supposed to get the motor pulled up, but you can't. There's no place to hook the motor. And the AC pump had to come off. Without taking that off, it would have never happened. So we're going to fire this thing up in just a second. I've got other vehicles to move around. I've been way too blessed with too many vehicles. So I had to move that, got to move this, got to move that. That is going to get blown up with some tannerite. Get that out of here. And the guy that owns it, that's free. So here we go. Let me get this out of here. See if the headlights work. Yes, good, nice. She's been warming up a little bit. Let's get this rolling. Oh, easy. It wants to run. It wants to go. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. Maybe I will go for a drive. Get her running a little bit. Yeah. Oh, that was rough. Anyhow. Sounds like it's got a rod knock. Okay, that does got a rod knock. And here's our big moment after all of our days of work and bloody knuckles and cussing. Let's fire this thing up. That's good. It started. It's running. We got another successful failure right there. Get that piece of garbage out of my garage. Fords. You know, I don't mind them. They're just so hard to work on. I mean, I really don't mind them, except for I can't stand them. Get on out of here. Oh,